Just before we look at the TA for Bitcoin, don't forget to visit our website, bpoi.uk. Have a look around, quite a lot of information on the website, and then you've got click here to sign up, so just click on this particular button. That takes you to bpoi.uk join. And then just have a look at the membership plan. So just want to do a month, $40, 6 months, $100, 12 months, $150. And we got some lifetime memberships as well, 49 lifetime memberships left, $200, so well worth the money. And then obviously take a look around the website and look at the different channels. If you want to join our free Telegram channel, just click on this button here. And then as long as you've got a Telegram account, just click on the view in Telegram and that'll take you to our free channel. We do post quite a bit of information in the free channel, and we'll answer any of your questions, whether that be on a setup that you're looking at or something that we've posted. Okay, cheers guys. Evening guys, 8:35 in the evening on Thursday of volatility, volatile Bitcoin. So let's just see what's gone on over the past 24 hours, I guess. Yeah, it was this time yesterday, an hour ago yesterday, that the news came out from the meeting, Fed news. So we can see that this happens. So I've drawn this line in. So this is when this news happened, and then we just see this volatility, this big sell-off of Bitcoin. We were trading in this channel nicely, so we can see touches top and bottom, so moving up nicely to the top, and then we had another test looking for a breakout. News came in, down we go, down to the bottom of the channel, and then we saw another bounce, which is good. So we saw a bounce here, so trend lines are working well, channel lines are working well, and then we just got rejected here. Okay, so this was 37.078. And then you just had the continued sell-off, okay, as the news carried on filtering through. I think we just saw that sell-off from Bitcoin, okay. Touch 35,510. So this is a new trend line. The red trend line was higher up, so this is the lower low of the current move at the moment. Okay, so ideally we don't want to be putting in another lower low. So we don't want to see at the moment the price action go below this line and create a lower low, because it just confirms the downtrend. Okay, so we're just keeping an eye on 35,510 at the moment. So we saw the bounce there, we saw the move up. Okay, now as soon as we identified this was moving up in a channel, it was a case of, okay, we need to highlight this area here as a possible double top area. So I posted this in the group early this morning, and it was a case of double top played out, so reversal pattern, and we saw the slight breakout there above 37.078, and then the move down. Okay, so we've seen the double top, reversal pattern, move down at the moment. Falling wedge, okay, still in the falling wedge. Just had a fake out, literally just had a fake out. There's a 15-minute time frame, by the way. Okay, so just had that fake out there and then drop back into the pattern, and suddenly we're just getting this sell-off at the moment. So what I'm looking for is potentially a double bottom. So we got this sort of W pattern, okay, which may play out. I'm not sure at the moment. It's so volatile. It's very, very, very difficult to trade this market at the moment, with all the volatility, with all the news, with all the FUD, with constant barrage of information, incorrect information, if you like, just making things very, very difficult to trade right now. So right now we're just observing what's going to be happening. So we're just tracking it on the shorter time frames, just because we're trying to get some sort of idea of what Bitcoin's going to do next. And it's difficult to do that on the larger time frames because we've just not got enough information. So right now what I'm looking for is, are we going to bounce in this area? So 35,510, are we going to see a bounce in this area and then just confirm this double bottom theory, and possibly see another reversal coming in, but I'm not too sure at the moment. The bigger picture, if we look at the bigger picture, okay, let me just turn these high-low strategy off. The bigger picture is we're still in this falling wedge. Okay, so we've been talking about this for months. So we're in this falling wedge, we're still in this falling wedge. Okay, until we break this trend line up here, Bitcoin isn't going anywhere but down. And I think even if we do break out, we've still got a lot of work to do. To me, we need to be putting in 44,618. We need to be putting in a high above 44,618 to confirm any sort of bullish scenario. But then we've got to be careful. If you see this trend line at the top here, if we don't put the higher high in above this level. Okay, so we don't beat all-time highs, so 69,000, we're essentially still in a massive downtrend. So we come down this pattern, we break out. Okay, we break out, retest, it's exactly what we want. We move up, get rejected, move down, we're then in this bigger long-term downtrend, and potentially a rejection here and a move down would mean that we would put in a lower low down here as well. Okay, so it's definitely not looking great for Bitcoin at the moment. Even if we do get that breakout and we see some sort of rally, and you know, suddenly you get all the hype. You get the hype, you get the news, you get the retail buy-in, you get institutions buy-in, and then all of a sudden you get rejection. And then before you know it, and this would probably happen very quickly, before you know it, you're back down to these sort of levels again. And there's just been liquidation after liquidation after liquidation. Okay, so it's a very, very difficult position that Bitcoin's put itself in right now. So that's why we're focusing on just the short-term time frames, just looking for some setup. So I'm looking now, double bottom reversal pattern, looking to possibly enter a trade in this area, depending on, you know, volume. When you're looking for a volume spike like this. So looking for volume coming into the market, and then potentially we're looking to trade back up to 37,078, and then just getting an idea of what's going to happen there. We do need to draw in another trend line, so we need to get our trend line tool straight across past that wick at the top here. So I'll be looking, should I enter a position down there, should we get this double bottom, I'll be looking at this area right here for a possible rejection and then downward trend. Okay, so again, that would then confirm downward trend. Would we then see a lower low in that position? So all eyes on Bitcoin right now. All trading very, very difficult. SPX, so we follow the SPX because Bitcoin tends to follow the SPX. So the SPX is a 4-hour chart moving down, very similar to what Bitcoin is doing at the moment. The DXY has been pumping like crazy. Again, normally what you find is if the DXY goes up like this, Bitcoin goes down like this. It almost does the opposite. So they're the opposite correlation, if you like. And obviously the DXY has been going up. Bitcoin to an extent has been holding its own, but recently now obviously moving down. Okay, so we look at dominance as well. This mostly affects altcoins, as we keep saying, but dominance has been pumping as well. Okay, so dominance breaking another resistance level, 42.57. Okay, this continues higher and Bitcoin continues to move down. Altcoins REKT. Okay, so if you've got altcoin positions open, just watch your altcoin positions. So all eyes on Bitcoin at the moment. Let's just have another quick look. So a bit of a short video tonight, not too much to explain other than we're just looking to see whether Bitcoin can hold this level. Okay, are we going to see this double bottom? Are we going to see a strong reversal pattern and move upwards, or are we going to see a breakdown? If we see a breakdown, we go to the other chart. If we see a breakdown here, then we're potentially looking at a touch of this lower trend line. And potentially a bounce of this lower trend line moving up to the upper trend line. Okay, if we see a breakdown of this lower trend line, because I would expect to move down to the 28,000s. Okay, I would expect a large parabolic move down to sort of 28,000 area. 28,884 is the lower low of this current move. Okay, so this is here. Call it here if you like as well. We just don't want to be moving below that level, otherwise we're confirmed, you know, much bigger downtrend. Unless we wick down, move straight back up again and then continue upwards. I would be concerned if we do break down below 28,884. Okay, but for now, let's just see if we get a bounce here and a move upwards. Okay, ideally we want to be moving back into this pattern, although I think that's a long way off now. If we can get some sort of bounce here and then move back into the pattern, we need to get above this level, obviously 37,078, resistance at 37,508 as well. So we're just looking for a move above this level, retest, continuation higher. Okay, but first of all, we need that double bottom bounce. W pattern, if you like. Move back up. Okay, so all eyes on Bitcoin. Let's see. If you've got any questions, we've got a free channel. So the link is in the message below. We'll just hang on, just see what happens here quickly. Also visit our website, bpoi.uk. There's a load of information there on the group. We're fairly new. We've just started up, fairly straightforward, plain talking guys. We've got 12 Telegram channels. So we've got Stock RSI oversold alerts on the top 100 USDT pairs on Binance. We've got just like a chat channel where you guys can have conversations, ask questions. We've got a news channel, dedicated news channel. We've got a dedicated Bitcoin channel where we just throughout the day just monitor Bitcoin and post updates. We've got a Bitcoin shorts channel, so when shorts are increasing you get alerted, and we've got a dominance channel, so when dominance decreases or increases you get alerted as well. There's education and training, and we have a setups channel. Not that we're posting any setups at the moment, but we post setups on altcoins most of the time. And then we have breakout alerts on those particular setups. So if the coin that we've done the setup on breaks out of the pattern, you get alerted. We've got take profit alerts. So if they reach profit targets, you get alerted so that you can decide whether to take profits or not. And then there's an announcement channel as well, where anything important I put in the announcement channel. So it's quite good actually. It's quite good. Like I say, still young, just starting off. But just here really to help you guys get better at training. We're working on a training academy, fast track training academy at the moment. It's 44 videos from start to finish on basically how to trade cryptocurrencies. And then the aim is that we get everyone in the group up to speed and up to a similar level, so that we can all start looking for setups and posting ideas and essentially working as a group to profit from these markets, rather than it's just me and the other admins sort of feeding you all of the information. So so we're hoping to create a strong group of like-minded traders and go from there. Okay, so we've seen a bounce. Let's see where this takes us. Okay, so we've obviously got resistance here now, so I'm going to turn this back into resistance. So on the charts, red is resistance, green is support. But just this particular line here, it's just red, just so we can identify it as an area of support that we do not want to lose. Okay, so that's why this one is red on this particular chart. So we're seeing a bounce, but we're not seeing too much at the moment. Just have a look at the indicators. Okay, so 15 Stock RSI, potentially going to cross bullish and start moving up. Just have a look at the 1 hour time frame as well. So 1 hour finally oversold. Okay, so we could start to see, if we can see the MACD start to turn, and we see the 1 hour moving up. RSI is starting to point up as well. Just dropped below 37.21, which was support. So hopefully that'll just move back above 37.21. So we could see if all of these start to move up at the same time, we could see this strong move, this double bottom actually play out, W pattern, and then a reversal, and hopefully a strong move back up. So just have a look at the 4 hour quickly. Let me just undo those marks. 4 hour. Okay, so that's interesting. So the 4 hour, obviously we got the oversold alerts in the channel on the 4 hour time frame moving up. Seen that move up there. So this is this move up here, and we just rolled over. So the price has just rolled over. The worry is this here, the MACD crossing bearish. So we're going to need a pretty strong move on the 1 hour time frame to try and reverse this and move this back up. But essentially, I was hoping that if this would be down here, and then we would start to see essentially a move upwards, but we could see some more downside on the 4 hour, depending on what happens over the next hour or two, I would say. So have a look at the daily. Okay, it's daily rolling over as well, so we're potentially looking at a bearish cross on the Stock RSI moving over, but the MACD looks like it could turn in our favor. Okay, so it's not looking great for Bitcoin at the moment, so we just need this, the next 4 to 8 hours, I would say, crucial. We need to hold this level. We don't want to see Bitcoin in these lows, ideally. But if we don't hold this level, then yeah, we're going to continue down. I would imagine we'll see potentially a touch of this trend line. We've got support 32,928. This was acting as support before. Okay, so we could see a touch of this level and then potentially a move back up to the top of the pattern here. Obviously we've attempted to do that here, so we had a dip down, we had a breakdown, wick down if you like, move straight back up, strong move up. We were moving nicely, and then we obviously had the Fed meeting, and then that's just caused this downtrend at the moment, adding a load of other FUD, and people are just selling the positions, getting a bit nervous. Fear and greed very, very low at the moment. So we just got to see what happens. But if we, we just need to continue trading in this pattern. Okay, if we do see a move down, fine, but we need to see a test of this upper trend line. We haven't tested this upper trend line since 20th of January. Yeah, 20th of January was the last touch, so not too long ago actually, but failed rejection. We need to break out, retest, and start to put in lower lows and lower highs. Sorry, higher highs and higher lows, to see any sort of correction here. So I'm going to leave it there. Just going to watch to see whether this bounce happens. I was expecting a bit more than what we've just seen. You can see a bearish retest of this particular trend line here at the moment, right there. So we've broken out of the pattern, bearish retest, moved down. Okay, so we need to essentially break back into this pattern, then break out of this pattern, break above 35,958, and then continue upwards. Alright, so watching Bitcoin. We'll post updates in the group throughout, well, it's late now, so probably another one later on this evening, and then we'll be back on it tomorrow morning. But we'll keep an eye on this level 35,510, which is the low on the shorter time frame at the moment, and let's see what happens. Okay, cheers guys, thanks.